It's hard to believe this is the 5th part in our series, How You Can Learn Any Language. Today, I'm going to guide you in what and who you should be following on different social media to truly learn and stay submerged in whatever language you may be learning or simply maintaining. Hi, my name is Rachèle DeMéo from Belle Terre Academy. So while we're about halfway through our series of how you can learn any language in different parts, I'm going to give you a little announcement that I have a new series coming soon, and I'm going to tell you what it is. But let's dive right in. So you are actively learning a language or simply keeping up with a language, and you know that you should probably be following different people, different channels on social media to really get that submersion. But who and what you follow? Let me tell you. So you want to follow, obviously, people that are going to teach you the language or reinforce what you possibly already know in the language. So like if you're learning Italian, for instance, I might say, oh, I'm going to follow Leo because he teaches Italian, he produces videos that explain that. So I'm going to follow him so I can continue learning or just learn the language. So obviously you want to, whether it's grammar, vocabulary, of course you want to follow people that teach the language. But let's think a little bit outside the box here. Don't just follow people that possibly teach the language. You want to follow a variety of channels that are things that are in that language. So if you're thinking, well, where do I start in terms of social media? Well, obviously YouTube, that's probably what you're doing now, watching me. It could be also Instagram, it could be Twitter, it could be LinkedIn. And even Facebook, there's a variety of different social media, even TikTok, where you can follow different people that are doing things in that language. So teaching it, obviously, that's kind of a given. Of course, you want to be submerged and really have the grammar right by looking at these videos and learning or reinforcing what you learned, of course. But try, if you can, to think a little bit outside the box. And the first question is, what are you into personally? So let's say you're really into golfing, like my friend Gabe, who does a lot of podcasts on golfing. Well, hi Gabe, Aloisi. But anyway, so let's say you're into golfing, then how about you follow somebody that's into golfing and you're doing all that in that language. So you're learning German. You might have seen that interview with the German teacher. You're learning German and you're into golfing. So now you're going to marry both of those and follow people, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's any of those social media resources. You're going to follow those people and look at what they have to say, what they're producing, so to speak, in that language. So you're pretty much marrying what you already do to the language. Or you're looking up a tutorial. How would I braid my hair? I am keeping up with Italian, so what am I going to do? I'm going to follow or look up different people that do little tutorials, maybe they're beauty tutorials on how I can braid my hair a certain way, but that tutorial is going to be in Italian because that's the language that I'm keeping up with. Even if you're simply learning, you don't have a bunch of basis in that language, that's okay. You're going to look up, you can find something that's of your interest. You love house decoration, you adore house decoration, and you also, meanwhile, are learning Swedish. Well, and they have a good sense of decoration, I'm not going to lie. My neighbor is Swedish and she has an amazing sense of decoration. Indeed, Amanda. Anyway, so you're learning Swedish. You want to know more about home decoration, so you're going to follow, let's say on Instagram, different pages of decorations and all that in Swedish. So how do you find them? As I mentioned in other videos, you're really just typing up what you're looking for in the language that you're learning or maintaining. So again, it may require you using a dictionary, whether you're using word reference, whether you're using a physical dictionary, whether you're looking it up. Google Translate's kind of a hit or miss, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend Google Translate. But anyway, you are looking up, or best thing is just to simply ask a native if you have friends that already speak the language. But you're looking up what you are into in the language that you're learning or maintaining so that you can follow on all this different social media people that are going to give you content that you enjoy in the language that you're learning or maintaining. So for YouTube being more entertainment or how-to or lessons, that could be one avenue. With Instagram, it might be people that you follow, again, that are giving cooking and that are giving, like, they're in Germany. I actually follow a German woman that explains a lot on vegan cooking. She has all these vegan recipes, and I'm like, wow, this is great. And so you're following these people and you're looking and you can read, wow, this is in German. And then you can also possibly have it translated if it's kind of off sometimes, so to double check if you're not sure what it means. And then, you know, same goes with Twitter. You can look that up. TikTok, maybe for entertainment. You're like, hey, I like soccer. I really like, like Mali, like a country in Africa. You're like, maybe I can like look that up and you know, keep up to date with what's going on, like soccer-wise. And so you're just doing all those things in that language. And so again, with LinkedIn, it is more like a job related, but you could be following different people in the job that you currently have or would like to have someday, a career of someday in your dreams that you're like kind of looking forward to getting. So you're looking at people that are from that country that is the language that you're learning is spoken. So if you really do that and you just start researching on your own or with the help of a native that really can guide you, because obviously natives are always going to point you to those things because they already follow them. But you're going to just start following all these different channels of things that you enjoy, whether it's music. So think, the first question to ask is, what language are you learning or maintaining? If there are several, then you'll obviously be following several different languages. That's what I do, and that's fine. Second of all, what are you into? What are your pastimes? What is what you really love that just makes you relax, that entertains you? So think about that, and then you're gonna marry both of those and research different channels that I mentioned of those things that have both. By doing that, you're submerging yourself in the language and you're finding interest in what you're already interested in, but in the language that you're maintaining. Next week, we're gonna move on to part 6 in this series. A bientôt!